Hello everyone, this is Mathieu. I'm the race director for Trail du Grand-duc. This is the video description and for the 35-kilometer course. So I will go over an overview of the race course and the Parc National overall to help you better understand how to navigate for you and maybe your friends following you. So to reach the national park, you'll have to go on Highway 175 and take exit 182 towards Chemin du Parc National to reach Parc National de la Jacques-Cartier. So throughout the description, I will refer to kilometer markers on this road, which is like the main road and basically the only road on the park. So it's gonna act as your as a waypoints, if you like, to reach different places on the course. So at kilometer 10 of the road, you're going to access the main parking space, and that's where the head office of the park is. So if I go to satellite view, it's going to be easier to understand that you'll have access to the parking lot, and the start and finish line are going to be on the Plateau Bello, which is going to be easily accessible by foot for a couple of 100 meters. So this is where everything is going to be happening for the event, information booth and such. So it's going to be easy for you to reach. This is kilometer 10, as I was saying. So I'm going to go on a brief overview of the course and give some security details and tips if people want to go around the course to see you, if they're following you. So and people can go through the road and navigate the park without any problems. They can even go into some trails they're not closed for the public during the event. They're just going to be a bit busy, as you can expect. So you're going to start on the Sentier Draveur Sud along the Rivière Jacques-Cartier River. The first technical section in Sentier Les Cascades, where you'll see a couple of wooden bridges and a bit more slippery sections. Maybe it's a single track. Overall, you can expect like really slippery and tougher conditions than usual with the cold and how wet the fall season is, and how the trails are really worn out by the end of the summer and the fall season. So with leaves falling, etc., expect like tough, slippery conditions overall along the course. You can also expect very cold weather, near freezing temperature, maybe close to the start of the race. So it's going to take a bit of adjustment maybe on your clothes to be comfortable. So the first time we'll reach the road is when you'll cross Pont-Auban on top of the river. This is around kilometer 16 of the Chemin de la Vallée. So this is accessible by car. There's a parking, and it's a nice view of the river at this spot. After that, you're gonna take the Sentier Maturcy, which is a small single track, a bit more tricky, with lots of turns. So it's a bit of a tougher section. Then you'll reach the first proper aid station, Ravito Loup, which is accessible via the main road. It's at kilometer 14. This is a big parking lot. This is the main trail of the park, so it's going to be easily accessible and easy to find. In Sentier Les Loups, you're going to go up for around 5 kilometers. This is a very tough single track section, lots of stairs and wood like rock stairs and such. So we expect tough conditions and a tough hike, but it will lead you to a very spectacular view at the top. There's going to be a timing station to make sure everyone goes all the way up. There's going to be a volunteer helping you out there. On your way back down, you're going to go to the left, which will be marked, of course. But you will take a different way down than usual. This is a section that is only accessible for the event during summer. It's usually a trail that is only open during winter. So we have quite a bit of a privilege from the national park. But it is a trail that is not as easy as the others. It's going to be a bit more technical and a bit more. You can expect a bit more vegetation and such, but it's a technical, but it's a fun descent, I find. So it's going to lead you back down to the second aid station, Ravito Sotoriski. At this point, we're going back on the main road, so we're at kilometer 12 or so. So this is also very easily accessible by car if people want to cheer you on at this point. As you can see with the small first aid logo, every aid station is going to be manned with first aid teams, and some will have physical therapists if you need this kind of help. After that, you're going to go on Sentier Coulé along the Sotoriski River, which has quite nice views, and then go up to the second main view point, which is on top of Sentier des Coulées. You're going to go up for a small back and forth to reach the summit with another timing station. After that, you're going to come back down the small but pretty tricky and technical section towards the third aid station, Ravito Coulé. This is not a very easily accessible aid station. You could walk up the Sentier des Coulées, which is a steep ascent, but not a very difficult trail, but pretty steep. So it's not accessible by car by any means. You'll have to walk up there if you want to cheer on your friends. So from there, you'll reach Sentier L'Escarpement, which is relatively new to the park, which is going to lead you on top of a plateau to the viewpoint L'Escarpement, where you'll be able to see the river and then even the mountain of Sentier Les Loups and the main building of the park. You'll go back down Sentier L'Escarpement towards the last aid station, Ravito Incursion. This is a pretty spectacular section. There's a nice fall right next to it with the river. And this is not, as you can see, the road isn't very far, so it's quite easily accessible. There's going to be a beach flag marking the trail to access this aid station. You're going to be able to park by the side of the road and walk around 800 meters. It's an easy, large trail to walk up there, so you can cheer on at the end of the course. It's relatively at the end. You'll have only 3 kilometers left to do from that point, and then you'll go back to the main building, see the view of the main view of the valley, and then reach the finish line. So that does it for the course. If you have a cell phone with you, you can use it. There's the security number is written on an article on the website. We suggest or we advise people to use text messages instead of calling, because it's a bit easier for the signal to go through. But if you need help, there's going to be medical personnel and volunteers with radios all throughout the course. Use a secure safety blanket in your bags. Bring sets of different clothes for the weather. It's going to be probably tough conditions, as you can expect. To access the park, it's going to be included in your participation. So just bring your bib if you've come the day before to pick it up, or use your confirmation email as that you can show at the gate when you come into the park. If there's people accompanying you, we ask them to buy their access fee online. There's a link provided in the information page on our website. It's going to speed up the process to access the park for everyone if you don't want to be delayed. So that's pretty much it for the race. Have fun and enjoy.